Outlaw Trucker, what's up, my man? Charlotte Webbing, how are you? So, tonight we will be sorry. Okay, so can you hear me? I hope you can. Yes, I got a knife. Let's do this real quick. First of all, thank you for being here. This is kind of not a typical get to know, but yeah. Look at all my mess in the background. That's my wash area. You can see I got a knife. My wife probably don't know it yet, but I got a knife. Tonight, since Sweet Rockin' Robin and Outlaw Trucker brought it up, said maybe I should do a live stream like this. So tonight we will be having a chat and making my creamy potato soup. So sorry, I got bacon over here, Brian. I don't want it to burn. Okay, so I already kind of. Can anybody get a hold of Sweet Rockin' Robin by chance? She's the one that really kind of wanted me to do this. Kind of wanted to wait for her, maybe. I thought so. Wounding off the winter season, and I'm so sad to see winter go. I honestly, truly am. So I've already got. I already got the potatoes going. My 16-year-old son eats like a mule. So I actually will be using 6 pretty good sized potatoes, fresh potatoes. I mean, I guess you could use canned potatoes if you wanted, but I'm from Idaho, so that's kind of like sacrilegious in a way. So I already got the potatoes going in the slow cooker. I got that puppy cranked up to high. And right now, I got the bacon frying on the stove. I'm getting the garlic peeled and getting ready to get it chopped up and put into the crock pot with the potatoes. Yeah, I don't know why somebody would want to use canned potatoes, but that's just me. So this little tool right here, I tell you what, whoever invented this guy is a huge hero of mine. Oh, I guess it's by Pampered Chef, who made it or whatever. I like to call it the slap chop, or as my neighbor upstairs likes to call it, fucking annoying. But I don't care because I love it. But mince that garlic up. Mince that garlic up real good. Real good. And we're going to plop it right here. Okay. Then I will be doing the same with I do the same thing. Outlaw. Just haven't got there quite yet. Got to stir the bacon. Hang on. Okay, so a lot of people don't use this next ingredient, but I happen to like it myself. But I like to add a couple of stalks of celery. And again, I'll just kind of slice these into thinner slices like this. You know, kind of just into chunks like this. Oh, camera over here. Chunks like this, and then I just stuff my slap chop here full. Do number 2 here. Stick that up in here. Beat the hell out of it. Oh, Sugar Glider is here, the most beautiful woman in the world I have ever seen, ever met, and ever will meet in my life. I love you, baby. I love you, love you, love you. Yes, Charlotte's Webbing celery. I like celery myself, but oh, you know what? Huh? Oh no, Charlotte's Webbing just said, "How is Sugar Glider today?" Tell her I say hello. So I forgot the peas. Damn it, I forgot the peas. I knew I was forgetting some at the store. So instead of just taking this and putting it right in the crock pot, I like to take my vegetables and I like to saute my carrots and my celery in with my bacon for a few minutes before I put them into the crock pot. Seems to help them tender up real good. So again, I just take my slap chop. carrots can be a bitch to chop up in it, but it's manageable. I got about 10 mini carrots in there. You get them diced up like so, nice and fine, something like that, something about like that. And then I go take these and put these in with my bacon. I'm gonna add a few more carrots. Again, slap the shit out of it. And depending on how you like your vegetables or whether you got teeth or not. Since I don't, I got to chop everything real fine so I can actually eat semi-healthy. So, well, I appreciate it, Charlotte's Webbing. But you don't have to chop your vegetables as fine as I chop mine. But to each their own. So put about two of those there. It's about 20 mini carrots, So I'll just let this saute for just another couple minutes, just get it nice and tenderized. Because we got to tenderize shit. So usually about the time that it takes me to I usually try to use fresh mushrooms, but I'm using canned mushrooms tonight because all the mushrooms at the store looked like they were all slimy and funkin' nasty. So I even just take my mushrooms, boom, put them right here in this bad boy. Garbage can. And I haven't really give these ones too many chops. They're already pretty small, just to give it some different consistency here. And I add these directly into my potatoes, which are really starting to come around. And stir it up a bit. Okay. Then I remove the bacon and vegetables. Hang on, I gotta wash this off. So, oh, sorry. I'll probably actually use one more can of cream mushroom soup than I have out here, but we'll see. But so I have the cream mushroom soup. And when I first start the potatoes, I like to use one of those boxes of chicken broth to start cooking the potatoes in the crock pot. So, and I'm pretty sure I'll be going with at least one more can of cream mushroom soup. But before I go to committing to using another can of cream mushroom soup, you can use any veggies in it. Yeah, you can use any veggies. I like peas. I forgot peas. I bet your family can't wait to eat. My best part is dipping the crackers. Yep. So this is one of my secret ingredients that I like to use in a lot of my cooking, including my chicken and dumplings. This glorious, wonderfully tasting, completely clogging your arteries, absolutely beautiful, amazing invention, cream cheese. So, yes, indeed. So, Charlotte, Outlaw, either one of you guys want to come up? Yes, indeed. I am a sucker for cream cheese. I am just glad that if you're lactose intolerant, I really feel bad for you. Really feel bad for you. So I just used the whole damn brick. I don't even care. Yep. I use my fingers a lot. Yes, if you're not eating it, don't matter to you. So So I get a whole brick of cream cheese up in this son bitch. Yeah, of course. I mean, every time, you know, whether you might not like it or you do, to each their own when it comes to cooking. That's why I think I like cooking so much, is because you can always be changing and whatnot, and you know, always improving stuff on your recipes. So, um, Charles Webbing, did you hear about the pie I made? Did you hear about the most amazing fucking pie that has probably ever been made in the history of pies so far? Because after I decided it was the best pie I've ever ate in my life, I decided a way to make the pie even better. Sweet. And I made, I'll just wait for you to come up here. I'll drop it again. Let me see. Okay. So we're gonna get the lid back on this. Let this cheese and stuff start going down. Gonna get this put away. And get me something to drink. Hey, babe,
What?
do you need anything to drink?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So while that's doing that, guess I can put these away real quick. No, not that. Put that right there for a minute. And then I like to add a little bit of color. So I should have just waited to put my slap chop up, but I didn't. So I'll get about, about a handful of fresh parsley. And actually, I'm going to do it on slap chop. Hang on. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
I sure can. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good.
All
I'm
right.
I'm doing good. How are you? You feeling better?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. This go around it was more mental health issues.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I
So what?
struggle I
Yeah,
struggle with
what?
that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. See, mental health is, it's a lot. It's a lot, and trauma and things like that. That's a lot, and a lot of people, that hasn't gone through it and hasn't gone, you know, um, your whole life, even adult, it following you, through the adult, I
Yeah.
just, it takes a toll on your body and physically, um, you know, more than it does mentally, so
Yes, kind of weird how that works out.
yeah, it does. It all works out hand in hand, together. So,
Yeah.
but all we can do is, keep pushing and, keep fighting and keep, moving forward and bringing out your story and keeping on that path and doing what you're doing, I think is great. Um, sometimes I've noticed you have to just step back a little and take some breaks, and that's fine. That's whatever you do is you, you know. You know your body, no one else knows. And everybody's different,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know. So what
Indeed.
is this about the apple pie?
Okay, so I smoked a blunt a couple of days ago, and as most people can tell, I'm a food guy. I'm not really skinny, so I'm really a pie guy. I like pies. So I was like, feel like making a pie. I wonder if I took some fresh apples for an apple pie, cooked in some bacon, then added some sharp cheddar cheese in with the apple pie filling and the bacon, and
Hmm.
then put a crust over top of it and baked it how it turned out. And let me tell you what, the most amazing apple pie I've ever ate in my life.
Oh
So
my
I
God,
made
it's
I made an apple bacon sharp cheddar cheese pie,
mm.
and I would
How did what?
suggest. Go ahead.
How did wifey like it?
She's not really too sure about it yet, but my son devoured it. My mom devoured a piece of it.
Yeah,
And if my daughter and my wife don't get a piece of it here after dinner, I don't think any more is going to be. I don't think more of it's going to be left tomorrow. So,
I was gonna say your daughter, she better hurry up and get that piece.
yep. So
I'm surprised she hasn't.
yeah, she had her orientation today
How'd that
for
go?
good, good. We just
Awesome.
got to figure out a way to get her a second ID at the spur of the moment. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I tell you what, her 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 landing this job, taking care of me,
Hmm.
um, and getting paid for it is going to be. It's already huge for my family.
Oh, I
Like
bet.
like we're used to living off of less than $1,000 a month. And
Yeah.
yes, I get Section 8 housing. So
Hey, yeah. You don't have to even put that out. I mean,
yeah, I mean, people already,
that's
you know
on
what I
you.
mean. I
Yeah,
don't shy away from that shit. Those programs are out there for people that need it, and you know,
for
so
sure. For sure. Aaron, I deal with that on a daily. I take care of people with all different types of disabilities, ones that don't even have limbs, like,
yeah,
um, and some are um not so lucky to have, other incomes as the others do,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they have the high SSDI, then there's the low SSDI. You get where I'm coming from, because it all
Yeah.
depends on your work credits, and some
Yeah.
actually do have some pension and
Yeah. And I
things,
I actually I had really good work history up until I was 28 years old, and then
yeah.
my fucking brain exploded, and
Hey,
so
it's not your fault. So
no, I'm
that's all you got to keep putting in your mind, hey,
yep.
you're
I
not the devil,
yeah, it's kind of hard for me to accept, but it is what it is. It's I'm at my counselor told me a saying, and it's always stuck with me, and it was, "What I have don't define me, because at the end of the day, I'm still just Aaron."
Yep.
So I just
God made you, and God has a purpose for you. And your purpose is not to be a devil. Your purpose, there is a purpose for you.
absolutely
And, you know, and I hate to say this, but God doesn't like evil. God didn't make evil.
nope.
Evil was within yourself. You made yourself be evil.
You create your own evil,
And there
yes,
is a special place for evil, and it's not above.
and it's not above. That's for sure.
And so, you know, and I believe, we've had our talks and things, and I believe you're on the right path and you're doing great. You are.
Well, I appreciate it. I tell you right now, and I mean, I know I say it a lot, and to some people it gets annoying when I say it,
I get it. Trust me, I get it. I
but
get it.
you know,
Some of my clients, they tell me, do we got to go over this again? It's like, no, we don't. No,
eh,
we don't. Trust me, I understand. I get it. You don't have to. You just don't. Because there's a lot of things in my life that I would never have brought to public life, because there's reasons for it.
right,
It's between me and my counselor. And
right,
that's it. That's it. That's all it needs to be. No one else.
yeah,
But I'm not downgrading anybody that chooses to take another path, because it is helpful. It is very helpful to other people to get their voice out and get their voice heard, to protect other people. And
yeah.
that's the type of people that I support. Those are the kind of people that I have a special place for in my heart, because more power to you.
Oh, you're
You
gonna get
know,
me all choked up.
if that's the path that, they choose, and if anybody ever tries to go after them or attack them, I am 100% going to fight for that person. I do not like people re-victimizing anybody,
Yeah,
no matter where you are. If I'm at a store, if I'm online, if I'm at a hospital, and if I see anybody being treated unkindly for any certain reason, because they decide to be a Karen and they're in a bad mood, no.
I can
No.
see that.
I
I can
open
see
my
that.
mouth, because
That's
that person absolutely did nothing to the other person.
yeah, yeah. That's one gift. That's one gift that I know that God gave me. That that a lot of people probably wish I didn't have, but God gave me a voice, and I don't shy away from people. I don't, especially when I see fucked up shit going on. I
Amen.
and my mouth, my mouth has gotten a lot of people in a lot of trouble before, and myself quite a few times. But I don't open my mouth when it comes to bullshit. I don't talk bullshit. So if it's coming out of my mouth, it's the truth. Therefore, it's not talking shit. And
Exactly.
like, I don't care just because you think that you have a better and bigger bank account than me, or the person that you're dealing with, doesn't give you the right to be a cocksucker. You know, it
Exactly.
don't. So
And
so
yep.
so if you want to be an asshole in that aspect, and I'm around, I can trust me. Behind this nice, fluffy, soft exterior,
Yep.
I can be a pretty big asshole.
Right.
And
And me and
God
my
gave me a
son,
voice to utilize,
yeah,
and I'm loud and proud, and that's one of my
exactly.
gifts.
It, yeah, and there you go. And there's yeah, that's exactly, yeah, that's your purpose. And me and my son were just talking about this earlier about a an M trial that's going on right now. Um, and he says no, he'll get away with it because he owns half the White House. He has so much money. And I said, you know what? It doesn't matter how much money in this world you have, you will not get away with murder. No way. He says, but he has so much money. I said, it doesn't matter. I said, because you're gonna have these people out there backing up the one that he killed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's like, well, he's got the most more money out of any, this and that. I'm like, doesn't matter.
And it
And
don't.
that goes along with what you just said. It doesn't matter these, so yeah, I get what you're saying there. And yeah, so I all three of my kids were teenagers at one time. It was very, very, very rough. I raised them single like my mom did. My mom raised four of us on her own. No child support from my dad. Didn't see my dad till I was 17 years old. Um, it was tough. We had a tough, growing up, always
Yeah.
bouncing this family member to this family member, um, so yeah, it was pretty tough having two kids driving at the same time, and um,
Oh, I
you
bet.
know, two homecomings, then two proms at the same, and and then I think my son went to one homecoming. He wasn't that type of to go to nothing, but
Right.
it was tough.
Yeah,
So
I bet.
and I like to tell a lot of these people out there that think just because they have money, they're higher up than you and they act snooty. Because I do have family members like that,
Right.
that I actually, one thing I've learned from counseling is you are much happier, less stressful, um, with toxic people out of your life.
Yeah.
And I have actually pushed a lot of negativity and toxic people in my real life away from me, including longtime friends. Um, but I do have family members that are higher up and like candidacy, whatever you call that, say that word.
Um,
Anyways, Candace,
candidly,
yes, seats and stuff in Florida.
yes. Right.
On my dad's side. Um, but anyway, so um, but yeah, with everything that you and I have learned, and I'm sure that we have gone through because you've had trauma in your life. I've had trauma in my life, so I'm sure that we both have gone through some trauma counseling. Um,
Yes, I'm there now.
yeah, and I've been in it for I can't say how many years, 12, maybe 12 or so years, something
I'm
like
going
that.
on 4.
Yeah, and I just got to the point where I'm at what, what is it? Every 4 weeks or something I'm at or something. But it took a long time for me to get there.
Right.
Um, so, but anyhow, um, but yeah, so it's tough, and I understand where you're at, with your daughter and things. Oh gosh, I can remember the screaming, the yelling, the back and forth at the siblings. Not necessarily me, but them yelling at each other, and
Right.
I can just imagine, but yeah. So how long does the potato soup cook in the crock pot? I've always cooked it on the stove.
I just crank it up in the crock pot. So I put the potatoes in the chicken broth about 20 minutes before I started going live. So it really just depends on how tender you want your potatoes, really, I guess, and your other vegetables. So that's why I saute them. I saute mine so it makes them so you don't have to cook the hell out of them, but they're still nice and soft. I'm actually gonna I'm actually gonna go grab that pan and put it in with the potatoes, and then I'm gonna see if I can give you guys a shot of what we're looking at here so far. But we got about another, I don't know, probably about another 20 minutes before it'd be good.
Yeah, and
It'd be
you're
good to
a
go.
couple hours behind me, so I've already ate supper. But man, if I didn't eat supper yet, man, you would be having me in the kitchen like snacking.
Well, I'll guess Sweet Rock and Robin was the one that came up with the idea because we were talking about food all day today
Yeah.
on my live earlier. So um, I don't know. I think maybe this could kind of take away from so much negativity with what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Attached to the subject of my
Oh,
channel.
for sure. And I myself don't see anything wrong with what you are doing. I've always said you're doing great on what you're doing. Just no drama.
Yeah, and
Stay away from the drama that comes in, and stay focused on your what you want your channel to be about, because you have a purpose on what you're trying to bring.
yeah,
Um, you want more males to come out and help spread the awareness of what has happened and everything. And um, I think that's great because there's so much available for women out there that we need more um, resources for men.
yeah.
And
That's that's one of the
yeah,
things that I've really been realizing. There's battered women's shelters. There's just so many support systems out there for women. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm not bitching and complaining at all because of course that's important and that's good. But the support the support systems that are out there for women outnumber the support systems out there for men 15 to 1. You know, I
exactly.
mean, I mean, maybe not, maybe some guys aren't all that comfortable with talking about their sexual abuse directly to a woman. You know what I mean? And just like I'm sure that there's a lot of women out there who have a hard time talking about their SA to men. You know what I mean? I get it,
Right.
but
Right.
that's one thing I've noticed, and that's one thing I'd like to definitely make an impact on and make a change to. Widow, how are you? Hey y'all.
Widow, it's
Hey y'all.
Charlotte's Webbing. Widow, I love you.
I'm listening, just seeing you. We're live. It's almost 9 p.m. here. Been a long day. Yes, it's been a long day for me
I
too.
see I see Widow and Purple Phoenix's chat all the time.
Yeah.
She
She
doesn't have a wrench. Yeah, she doesn't have a wrench here.
um I know that well, I've do you mind if I say talk about it for a minute there, Widow? Because if not, I understand. Yeah, I will have to. I'll give her a wrench as soon as I locate my phone because I can't figure out how to do it from the laptop.
Yeah, it irritated me that I read a news article. I get emails from my daily news. Um, and it pissed me off like no other that we got another grant for another organization that came in for domestic violence and grape women in shelter, and it just pissed me off like no other. Now we have three, and it's like it's almost wanting me to write a letter and and asking, okay, so I know that we have lots of men in our community that need to speak up because I know of a few myself.
You
And
know,
what where is
from,
it? Where's their help?
yeah, exactly. Like people think I don't know why. I mean, I understand it, but I don't know why it has to remain that way. But people think that um, being SA'd only really happens to girls and females, you know, and
Mm-mm.
the reality of it, I'm willing to bet that there's just as many men, if not more men, that are SA'd as children than women are, than girls
And
are.
I believe that. I believe that because you have done so much research and and just hearing you speak out on your different lives and things about it and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, like I don't like to pat myself on the back about it, but I do have probably just about more knowledge when it comes to this topic and this subject than anybody else I know, hands down, personally
right.
myself.
And
So
and just like a predator is going to tell anybody that they have touched, they're going to train them. If they're young enough, they're going to train them in
oh
their
yeah,
mind to not speak up, and they're going to brainwash them if
yes,
they're young enough.
yep. And that's kind of that's kind of what happened to me. I mean, my essay started when the summer I turned 5. So a pre 5-year-old brain is pretty malleable and pretty manipulative or manipulated. You know what I mean? Can easily be manipulated into believing all kinds of crazy shit.
And I'm so proud of you for speaking up.
You know, I appreciate it. I'm telling every one of you guys that's here in the chat that even watches these lives after they get posted and whatnot. Every one of you guys, every single time I see a new view on a video, gives me more and more drive and more courage to sit here and continually do this. So um,
I'm also
I
proud
owe
of your
I owe
wife
all of you
too.
guys a bigger thanks for the
Hmm.
support because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Absolutely, 100% would not be possible. So
I'm also proud of your wife too as well.
I tell you what, I tell you what, Sugar Glider is she's a godsend. She really is. She means everything to me.
Yes. You
So
two are amazing.
so not too bad for a couple.
Yeah,
Not too bad for a couple
it's
of fuck
20
ups that you
is
know.
it 27 years or 17 years?
It's 17. We're going on 17 years, or 18
17.
years of being together and 17 years of marriage. So, and we've literally been together since the day we met.
Yep.
Like she moved in with me 3 days after we met. She left her whole entire life behind because she was sick of how she was being treated by her boyfriend. And legitimately, I fell in love with her the minute I seen her, and I instantly went in my bedroom and said, "God, you are an asshole," because her name is Jennifer, and the rest is history. So I'm actually that guy. I'm actually that guy that when my wife told me that she was late on her period, I went and bought her 3 pregnancy tests, And I'm actually that guy that when she was in the bathroom taking her pregnancy test, I sat down on my bed and I literally asked God to make it a positive pregnancy test
Yeah.
because I just I don't know, I fucking love her, man.
Yep.
So
And she loves you.
she is definitely a major part in me being alive today and actually being able to
Right.
sit here and talk right now.
You know, and I can't believe this is kind of come out of my mouth, but because I I'm not a jealous person, but I do envy you two in the fact that I wish there was someone there to go through my trauma with me, and I did it all by myself with my counselor. So I mean, I actually did have my counselor there with me for me.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Well, well,
So
I can't offer you that kind of an olive branch, but I can offer you the olive branch that as long as I'm alive and my wife's alive, you will never have to face any of that kind of shit alone again, Charlotte. Never.
oh, I know
Get out of there, man.
you two have been amazing to me just in the short time that we have known each other and have talked.
Yes. So
So,
and sugar gliders in the background saying absolutely never be alone again, Charlotte.
yep.
So she said we'll
I
always be
mean,
here for you, and we kind of have the habit of sticking to doing what we say we're going to do. So
yeah, I mean, you
this
guys are just,
one second. This is the last ingredient. Most people don't do this, but I happen to love it. I take some diced ham, pour that some bitch and shit right up in here, and then we'll let it just cook on down probably about another 15, 20 minutes. Let that ham get good and juiced up in there. And let's see if I can pull this off now. Check this out.
I can smell it from here. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's my crackers?
Right? Look at that stuff. Nice and creamy, nice and dreamy. I love it.
I got to go buy a crock pot. That's one thing I don't have. See,
Yeah.
I'm part Hispanic, so we do everything by hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know where I would be without my crock pot and my pot. So, but and my wife said if you got both of them, then I'm in business. And tonight I actually have both of them. So we're feeling good. So I'm gonna put the lid back on this some bitch for about another 15 minutes. And this whole time it's been on 325, 350. And
Will you tell Sugar Glider next time I call, answer your phone? I'm just kidding.
You hear her, babe?
Yeah, I will.
She's kind of shy. She's kind of shy.
I know.
So, Widow was here. I hope she's still here.
Oops.
As some
I
of you
just did.
may go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just pushed a button. I hope I didn't time somebody out.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a message about it, so we're good. If you timed out anybody, it's just going to be Outlaw Trucker or Sweet Rockin' Robin. I'm sure. Shit happens sometimes. But
Yeah, I'm not looking at chat. I just pushed something.
well, I didn't see no change, so we're good. We're good. So, I was recently introduced to Widow through Outlaw Trucker, and he kind of directed her mine and my wife's way. A lot of you may or may not know about Widow, but she recently just got out of the hospital. She almost died. Um, right after she found out some of probably a parent's most devastating news possible, that her her child was not only being essayed, but being essayed by her own father. Now, it takes a certain kind of fucker to be a pedophile, but it takes a real disgusting parasite, piece of shit person to sexually abuse their own child. It's a whole new mentality. It's a whole new level of disgust. So my wife and I are nowhere near being certified counselors or therapists. Um, but she came to my wife and I and asked us for some guidance because I'm not sure if Widow herself has been a victim of SA, but I could only imagine. I could only imagine how I would react, feel, if my child came to me and told me that they were sexually abused by their parent, let alone anybody for that matter. So I have yet to get her on the phone, although we have had quite a few extensive, long conversations through text message. But I just want you to know, Widow, that even though you probably feel like you're trying to swim up Niagara Falls with an anvil tied around both ankles and both arms, it gets easier. Um, you've already made the first biggest step in the right direction in reaching out and literally saying, "Hey, you know, anybody got some advice?" Um, her daughter's really in a rough spot right now, which is warranted. All of her feelings, all of how she just her attitude has changed for the negative, and it's all um, what's the word I'm looking for, babe? It's all it's all warranted. It's all warranted. Um, every emotion and every feeling that this little girl is having is valid. That's the word I was looking for. Is valid. They're not healthy, but they're valid. And you can't ever say anything bad about somebody's own personal feelings on how they're dealing with a situation. And I want to say, Widow, you can have your daughter watch this, or you can tell her personally yourself. But the minute you told me that your daughter came to you at the age she's at and told you that her dad was essaying her, that moment, your daughter became my hero and my wife's hero. And what your daughter did shows a lot of courage at a very young age. And personally, I'm dead serious. She's my hero. I wish that I would have had the courage to tell anybody, because I didn't say anything about my essay until I was 16 years old. long after the abuse stopped. So um, even though your daughter's in the victim stage right now, she's fastly becoming a survivor.
That special child that right there.
And I don't know if you heard what my wife said, but she said you have a very special child. Any child that can come forward at that age, especially about their own parent, has more strength and more courage than I could ever fucking dream of having. Your daughter has got my heart. She will always be in my prayers. And I give you my word, widow. It might not seem like it right now, but I give you my word, it does get better. It's not easy. There's going to be a lot of shit to go through, but it can all be conquered. Where we can go from victim to survivor to warrior to straight savage. And you have a little savage in the making. And tonight, your daughter, your little widow, is my hero. That's what this channel's about. People reaching out to other people when they don't feel like they got anywhere else to go, don't know what else to do about this topic. Because unfortunately, it's not the most popular topic to want to talk about. So, widow, I definitely, my wife and I, look forward to having further conversations with you. And just trusting the love and the knowledge that's here. That no, it won't ever go away, but it does get better. It's always going to be damaging and hard, but it does get easier. And there's not one step in this journey, because that's what it is. You and your daughter are on a very, very tough and important journey. And my wife and I, and I'm sure by the time it's all said and done, a lot more people will be right there with both of you every step of the way, cheering you guys on, supporting you guys, and making every one of these steps just that much less harder for both of you. Just trust in it and know that it will get better. Yeah, and how dare him? Like you're yeah. It's probably better if I just bite my tongue right now, but I don't have no teeth, so I can't. I hate that motherfucker with all my heart. And when he steps across into his judgment day, I wouldn't want to be him when I face that man upstairs. You know what I mean? So, yes, indeed.
That was very, very, very nice and heartfelt.
You know, I hope that's how it comes across, because that's how I mean it. Because you know, every time I hear about a child being essayed, it 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 really fucks with me, man. Like it really fucks with me, and it's not okay. And it happens way too often. I know that in this sick, disgusting, twisted, fucked up world that we live in, that this problem will never be fully eradicated. But I can dream. We can all make a difference. We can all make it just that much better, and hopefully create just one less victim. Because
Exactly.
nobody deserves this kind of shit. So
Exactly. And you know, one of the biggest things that I love to advocate about, and some people are against this, but counseling is your best friend when you have gone through trauma and you cannot get out of it. And the devil keeps coming back to haunt you. you need counseling. And yes, you will go through several different counselors, but that is how it works.
Yeah.
Not everyone in this world is a fit to be your friend. Not everyone in this world is a fit to be your neighbor. This is the same with a counselor. But please, you need it for your own mental health in the long run, because if not, it's going to come back and haunt you, and it'll haunt you 5 times worse than what it did when it happened. And look at, and I'm just speaking on Aaron's actions right now. His actions. He's traumatized.
I sit here and I know that as we're speaking and as we talk right now, I know that there's children out there right now that's being essayed, and it's not fucking okay. It's really not okay, man. And
And God has a special place for them.
oh
God has a
yeah.
special place for them.
Well, if you when you click on my channel in my channel description, I got a verse there out of the Bible, and Jesus himself says, or the Lord himself says, any person that wants to take the innocence of a child should have the weight of 1,000 millstones tied around their neck and be sunk to the depths and the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean for
I love
eternity.
it. I love it.
So
I love it.
even the Bible speaks about pedophilia and why
Yes.
it's wrong. And
Yes, it does.
and I just know that I don't want to be any one of them motherfuckers when they step across and meet their judgment. I really don't think that kind of damage that it does to a child, I don't think it can be forgiven. I really don't. I mean, if children are the innocence of the world and you violate the innocence of the world, so be it. Fuck you. Plain and simple, man.
Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Yep. Yep, that's right. Fuck them all. Fuck them all, man.
And
Like,
you know
I'm
what?
a firm believer. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Like, I'm a firm, like, this is not a very popular opinion, but I think that 99% of all these pedophile cases should be charged and tried as the death penalty, and they should be carried out accordingly.
Yep. I believe that. I have believed that ever since I was a child.
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed.
and I went to a Catholic school. I mean,
I'm not the biggest believer that taking a person that has killed a human being and punishing them by killing that human being, I'm really not the biggest fan of that.
exactly. I'm proven till innocent. Yeah, innocent till proven guilty.
But in the case of pedophilia, I could fully back and support. Like you're being executed for your actions upon somebody, not based upon death.
That was innocent.
Completely you know what I mean? Like people are like, well, that's kind of fucked up, and I'm like, well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Because me myself, like, sounds fucked up to say, but when a person gets murdered, fortunately, they've only got to go through that once in their existence. Correct?
Correct.
When you are a victim of childhood sexual abuse, 99% of all these pedophiles, 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 99% of all these pedophi every time that parasite touched me, he murdered a part of me.
Every time you have to have that memory.
Every single time that I get on here and talk about this shit,
Yeah,
he murders a part of me.
exactly.
Every single day, I gotta live my murder over and over and over again. Not even God Himself can take that away from me. That's something I'll be a sexually abused person till the day I die and in the afterlife. Period. Like nobody know how could take that away. I couldn't even make a deal with the devil to get that taken away. You know what I mean? Like that's
Hmm.
permanent. That's permanent. So like,
Everybody handles things different. So,
I mean, there's just so much life of fucked upery after being victimized that comes with somebody's lustful intentions.
and then you gotta try to live life in a normal
It's
way.
plain and simple. They fuck with your whole life
Your whole existence.
from the whole time that they started until you die.
Yes.
You're supposed to live a normal
That's
life.
it.
And then we're looked at like, what's the big deal? You shouldn't be a recovering addict. You shouldn't be having these mental disorders.
Yep.
How do you know? Obviously, you weren't giving fellatio to a guy when you were 5 years old.
You
You know
know,
what I mean?
one of the worst things that was ever told to me was just shake it off.
Oh,
That was one of the worst vile things that was ever told to me. Was that in my mind was just shake it off. It was during a depression state, right?
right.
Just shake it off. You can't tell someone to just shake the fucking shit off.
Yeah. Let's say you're sitting in a house and somebody walks in and fucking slaughters your whole fucking family in front of you. Just shake it off.
Right,
Just shake
right,
it off.
right.
At least you were an adult when that happened, and shit. I was an innocent child. Like, you know what I mean? So just shake this off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like straight up, just shake that off. I don't fucking
right.
care.
I've
So
seen you I've seen you grown so much that, you know, like I said, I truly believe that your counseling is helping. Um and like we've talked, man, I'm telling you, you leave there and you're so exhausted.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to like you feel like a train just ran over you,
yeah.
you know, and you just want to go to sleep. But I've seen you grown so much. I mean, look, you're not even wearing your sunglasses.
I know, huh?
You know
Like,
what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you a little story about my son. He's 22 now. He was bullied when he was younger. And he wore sunglasses through, I would say, like 6th grade until like 10th grade every day.
they're my blinders, man.
But it was a cover up. It was his self-esteem, it was his being bullying. It was the way he felt about himself. I'm not saying anything about you, but I notice things like that. I do. I notice things like that on different people. I don't know if it's, just the different things that I see and I'm, deal with on a daily basis or whatnot,
Right.
but I've noticed that you have come a long way. And I watched your replay from earlier,
Huh?
your earlier live, and what you said at the end after everybody dropped down. I was like, wow, that was amazing. You know, um, your nervousness is gone. That I can see, maybe not the inner, but that I could tell and everything. So I'm very proud of where you have come. Keep your path, keep bringing out these pedophilia people and these devils. Keep bringing your story out, you know, you know, you're doing great. You're doing awesome.
Well,
You know,
again, I appreciate it, Charlotte Webby.
you're
And
welcome.
my wife's in the background saying you're absolutely right. And one thing she said, thank you for telling me that, because one thing I have a hard time with is being positive towards myself, because I just I just I don't feel like I'm doing enough, and like I go days without making a video or any of that shit, and I just feel like I'm letting people down by not being on here. So
You're fine. A lot of creators do that. I go to Outlaw's channel and I see no videos. Like where'd your videos go? A lot of creators do that, Aaron. Don't ever let that get to you at all. Look at me. You know, I did one live once and there was only one person in it and it was Outlaw. So I deleted it. You know what I mean? And I haven't done a live since.
well, we're gonna have to break that habit.
And all I've been doing is posting on my community tab. You know, does Sugar Glider have a channel?
No, no,
Oh, you know,
she's too shy. I'm working on her though.
I was gonna say, like, I would love to be a guest on her channel because some of the things that she has gone through, I have as well. Um, and I would love to be a guest on her panel.
Oh, thank you.
There you go, babe.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So maybe that would help me come out of my, but I know that your channel is focusing, you want more men um to bring out in you know their stories
That's
and things.
yeah, that's definitely one main avenue, but just I just want a place for people like Widow and myself and other survivors of sexual abuse to go and
Yeah,
try to
well
make a difference in this fucked up world we are in,
for sure. And I love it.
What's up, Outlaw?
Oh, not much. Just taking a little time off.
Oh shoot, I gotta
Here,
turn my speaker down.
here you go.
Yeah. Oh, hi Outlaw.
What's up, sir?
Oh, I see you in the back chat now.
Yeah, I kind of figured you might have deleted that video on me.
Yeah, the my very first live.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one in there was you.
No, that's all right. I mean, it does happen, but YouTube won't allow you to hide your video, your camera, or
Yeah,
anything like that.
I deleted it. I was on camera. I deleted it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah. But yeah, that's amazing. That I'm glad that you found Aaron, and I'm glad that Aaron has found you, Outlaw. Considering what his channel's about.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I started out as, and all of a sudden, everybody started getting jealous and they started attacking me, and it took me to another direction, and that's how drama found me on the bad drama side of it, and then it just literally wiped me out from staying on something. So I had to delete everything and step away and get my composure back on track and try to change my channel to the right direction.
Oh, there goes the milk.
Yep, just a little bit thick. Oh yes. Yeah, I actually was actually introduced to Outlaw through Queen Nessie's channel.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
She's cool. I have a hard ass time. Understanding everything she says, but I love her. She's cool.
Yeah, I go over there. I don't chat, but I go over there.
Yeah, sometimes the language barrier, it's
Are
hard to understand at times.
you putting cheese on top of that?
Just about. Just about. Gotta put the green onions on top.
Oh, yum.
Oh yeah.
I loved people's different recipes because not every one person makes it the same. And so far, you've done like 3 or 4 different things, and I do not do
Why not?
because everybody makes everything different.
Well, yeah, but you're supposed to kick it up and get different flavors in there to make it kick. And it's like, yeah, that's what's missing. Let's do this. And it's like next time, it's like, let's change it up a little bit. And it's like, wow, I should have done
No,
this.
not when you grow up with a bunch of Mexicans that make the same stuff every time.
Yeah, I know, but they're in a routine, and what's they learn it. That's what they learn. But no, not me. I do everything. I take a pot, eh, throw this a little bit, this a little in, this a little in, and see what I can come up with.
Yeah.
I'm one of those type. I do like to experiment with different flavors and different foods.
My mom does that sometimes, but I've always hated my mom's cooking because my mom does not know how to cook. You know
Well,
why? Because growing up, raising us 4 kids and having a full-time job and a part-time job, she never cooked. She only
well,
started
yeah.
cook she only started cooking when my younger sister was old enough to be out on her own, when she was all by herself.
Some you gotta remember, sir. Some of them that it works full time and have to raise kids and all that, and they do kind of get burned out, and I don't blame them.
Oh yeah. Well, she was sleeping. See, she worked 3rd shift full time, and then
Yeah,
she would sleep and then go to her part time, then go to work. But no, my grandma and all them taught us how to cook, so we cooked for ourselves. Then having a house full of 7,
yeah.
when I was
You always got to
married.
try to defend on your own.
Yeah. But
But
yeah.
not me. I had to cook for the other 2 brats, younger brothers that I had. That sucked.
Yeah. Did you ever have to cook for your kids?
Never had any. How could I cook for them?
Oh, I thought you. No, I don't know who. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I don't know who. What I was thinking.
Never had
Yeah.
any yet.
Where are you at? Because Aaron's a couple hours behind me.
I'm 1 hour behind you.
1 hour behind. Oh, you're close then.
Yeah, I'm over in Central Time.
Then you got me bringing up the rear in the goddamn mountain states.
Yeah, that's what we call Idaho, Idaho.
Idaho, you the pimp.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now Idaho's 1 hour. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
they're actually 2
2.
hours behind you, but 1 hour behind me.
Oh, I got you guys. Stop it. Okay, I know. Okay, never mind. Aaron is 2 hours. I'm not doxing where he's at, but Aaron is 2 hours. I'm talking about you, Outlaw.
I'm only 1 hour behind you, and he's only 1 hour behind me.
Oh gosh, dang it!
So all together
guys,
we're 3 hours.
stop
So
it.
all together we're 3 hours behind each other.
Yeah,
Oh my
we're
God.
total of 3 hours.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh gosh, dang it. Never mind. I was just trying to get your location, silly.
Central Time.
Oh my gosh. But don't dox it. You can. Never mind.
See, the whole thing with me is everybody's.
I'm in the Central Time zone. I could be anywhere.
Everybody's afraid of being doxxed, and like I didn't even know what doxing was
Right.
before I, had my full name on there and
Yep.
where I live. I don't. So the threat of doxing me, I really don't matter because all you gotta do is go back and watch a couple other videos, and you'll find out all about me.
Yeah.
But in my
So,
position, I got to be very careful what I do.
oh yeah,
Yeah. And I protect my children and my grandchildren.
yeah.
So
I
that's why I deleted my Facebook page.
So now if you add in Sweet Rock and Robin on the East Coast, you in Central Time, him in Pacific Time, and me in Mountain Time,
Central.
we're like 7 hours apart from each other all together at once.
Nice.
That's like kind of time traveling, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there anybody else in here?
There was.
Sweet glider.
Yeah, Sweet Rock and Robin, you come
I
up
don't
and say,
know.
I do. This was all your idea anyway. I made this beautiful ass potato soup because you had a good idea.
We need the dumpling recipe.
Okay.
I have never ever made homemade dumplings.
Oh, they're
You know,
good.
they're pretty easy. And like I said, I'm a cheese kind of guy. So
Yeah.
All you gotta do is make your dough like a noodle type deal, Shard, and just use it like a hot pocket type deal, and just make them little little double ball, and just stuff in them and drop them in
Right.
your tickling and doubling.
I'm more visual type.
Yeah, I'm more
But
visual.
tickling and dumpling is just a little flour ball. That's all it is.
That's why I didn't get along with teachers in school. Even
Yeah,
though I
you
went
know-
to a Catholic school, I got that ruler so many times. Damn, that hurt.
Mrs.
Sounds like
Gibby.
the Blue Brothers.
Mrs.
My
Who?
Mrs. Gibby, my fourth grade teacher. Okay, now this is how old this fucking lady was when I was in fourth grade. She was my mom's fourth grade teacher when my mom was in fourth grade. Okay, when I was in fourth grade was like 20 years later. My mom swears to God that Mrs. Gibby was 80 years old when my mom had her as a fourth grade teacher. And I didn't know that it actually took some pretty good strength to break a yardstick. It only took once.
Come on up, Sweet Rock and Robin.
And
So
I
go
swear,
ahead.
you know the very first Men in Black.
Yeah.
You know when Will Smith's like sitting there and they got the screen up of all these aliens. Michael Jackson's one of them, and then he's like, "That's my fourth grade teacher. I knew she was an alien." That's Mrs. Gibby right there. I'm telling you right now. She's still teaching fourth grade somewhere in this world.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the meanest old crotchety old bitty woman you ever did meet. I'm telling you, she snatched this one kid up by his ears so damn quick and pulled him. I was like, holy shit! Make sure I listen to her.
I could tell you about one of my teachers. When I was at, oh gosh, I almost said the school, a Catholic school. She was a sixth grade teacher. Okay, she was a sister. Okay, we had sisters and we had nuns. See, there's a difference. She was a sister, and she had a big old wart on her nose.
Oh,
She was
shit.
real tall and kind of stocky. She would take her hand across that chalkboard like a side of her hand, and she would say, "Now, Charlotte, that is enough of that." And then she would have glass on the door. You know what I mean? Like old wood, like old oak doors with the big old glass. You know, she would slam that door after I'd be the last one out of class. She would slam that door right after me every time. And then one day I got tired of this girl. Like it's kind of like what we talked earlier. This girl had all this money in the world, right? Her family, you know. So she thought her shit didn't stink, right? I got tired of her. You know, she was always making fun of everybody and everything. So we gathered around in a circle, right? Everybody had to take their chairs, right? You know, get in this circle, bring your chair. So she was getting ready to sit down. I pulled that fucking chair from underneath her. And I said, "Now take that one, bitch." So the teacher come up to me and she smacked my hand with that fucking ruler. That ruler snapped right in half. I swear to God. Oh man.
Oh damn that ruler!
I I still didn't get no detention.
Getting hit with them rulers was awful.
Oh my God.
It only
You were
took
allowed
one
to.
scene. It only
You were
took one
allowed to
scene.
back then.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly think that was the first major step in the wrong direction for for our country, was taking away that punishment level for teachers.
No, nobody touches my kids or like you need a toe tag.
Aaron, I believe you are right, because I was never on detention, never got grounded, never got nothing from the police.
I was in all of those.
So was I. I was.
Well,
I never
in
went to
school
and
jail.
I only got hit by that fucking ruler one time.
Yep, I never went to jail. No, Aaron, you're right. You are absolutely right.
Well, detention and jail are two different sharks.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I've been to both, and I'm calling bullshit on that.
Well, Aaron, I'm talking about you. I'm agreeing with what you said about, ever since they took that ruler thing away. I mean,
no, I'm talking about
the kids
detention in
started
jail.
acting up.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about detention in jail being different. They're
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
for sure. But I was just saying myself.
Yeah.
I did a lot of detention, but not jail.
Listen. My brother has been in and out of jail since he was like 9 years old, right?
Right.
He's in his 40s and he's still in and out of jail, right? He has taught me very well on how to do things to keep your ass out of jail, right? But he doesn't keep his ass out of jail because you know why? His purpose is for something else that I'll never get into. But
he's the teacher, you're the student.
Yep. So he's taught me pretty well on what to say, what not to do, and how to do things without getting in trouble and get the other person in trouble. Aaron knows what I'm talking about.
My brother was a lawyer.
Huh, Aaron?
Absolutely. I know exactly 110 million% what you're saying.
Exactly.
He was a lawyer and I was a paralegal at one point, and boy, we used to argue law. I missed that.
That's
I don't argue law.
That's something
I don't argue law. I just call up my family and ask them questions. They tell me, and I'm like, okay.
Well, it's still
because
fun
I'm
arguing
good
with
at
them.
details that people don't pick up on.
Yep.
Like my brain just automatically go, and people are like, "How did you even think of that?" And I'm like, "How didn't you?"
The law changes every day.
When I used to go to court with the lawyers that I worked for, they would take me into court with them because I was so organized and I had all the exhibits and I did all the research and I put it all together that when they were in court arguing,
amazing.
I just had to look at a piece of paper, knew what number it was, and bing, bam, boom, gave it to the attorney, and I was always ready on the quick.
Yeah. My aunt has a book, the law book, sitting right beside her phone on her desk. The laws change every day.
Oh my God, I used to be responsible for the law library.
Aaron, that looks so delicious.
It does.
Now, did you put shredded cheese on top or the cream cheese on top like you did at the bottom?
I just put shredded cheese on top. I like my sharp cheddar cheese the most, so my kids and my wife don't particularly like the sharp cheddar cheese, so I just use the Colby Jack on top, and then when I get my own, I'll put like a half of sharp cheddar on it. So
I love Colby Jack, but I like white sharp cheddar.
I'll use like a half a brick of sharp cheddar cheese on top of it when I get my own. So
okay,
yellow or white?
What's that?
Yellow or white cheddar?
I like both. I like both, but I'm sucker for white cheddar.
See, me too. I knew I liked you.
Oh, I always like white cheddar myself.
See, I'm writing all this down on notebook.
I like a good smoked white cheddar.
I like the Vermont white, sharp white cheddar.
And I'm a sucker for blue cheese. I gotta say it.
Do you know, I'm kind of getting into blue cheese once I got past the look of it.
Yeah. See, I look good in blue. My favorite color's blue. So, we go hand in hand.
Sorry, but I'm not...
Cheese lover, Aaron, do you like, Oh gosh, Limburger.
Oh yes. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh God,
No!
no.
No.
Oh my God.
no! Wait a minute. Okay,
You're
we're
alone
going.
on
That's-
that island.
We're going Holy Grail style here. Okay, like
Do you for
like a,
okay?
like a smoked Limburger. Like a smoked Limburger, I could just eat that shit by the brick.
Oh my God. Let me tell you a story. One of my favorite clients, right? He was my favorite. I'm telling you, I still cry over him. His favorite song was Bob Seger, "Let It Roll" or "Roll Me Away."
Roll, baby,
Every time I
roll.
hear that song, I cry. His favorite cheese was Limburger. I literally would pick him up some because I knew that was his favorite anytime I had to go check on him or whatnot. But I would wear double up, seriously, 3 pairs of hospital throwaway gloves to the grocery store to pick it up. I would go out to my car and have a freezer Ziploc bag, put it in my Ziploc bag, put it back into the Kroger bag.
That's
on
when
new
you know you
care-
got your. That's when you know you got yourself a very
I
good
am
Limburger.
definitely with Shore on that one.
And I'm telling you what, back in the day, we used to use that as jokes on people. When we
Yep.
were like 17, we would put it like in their dashboards and stuff.
Oh no!
Or
Yep.
put it on their exhaust pipe and let it melt and stink up the whole
Oh
city.
no!
Oh damn,
Hey.
we never thought about that one.
Oh,
Okay, I got to jump in here. That's cheese abuse, and I will not have it on my channel.
cheese abuse. That's hilarious.
100% fucking cheese abuse.
Unlimited
No,
No,
I
here.
would
It
say
is.
that cheese is the people abuser.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no,
That
then
cheese
you've never
stinks.
really appreciated a good Limburger. Like the fucking stinkier that, like if I could smell it a block away, I know I'm getting a good fucking cheese.
Oh God, I'll gag.
Oh, I'm telling you, like, sorry.
That's the reason why we
the way it
stuck
is.
it on the exhaust so you can smell it a mile away.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
You know, like I'm like Sylvester the cat. You know, when he gets that smell. You know,
We're the only ones that can have a conversation over stinky cheese and
Oh my
find
God.
it funny.
That's right. There's the new saying in Team Rose's chat right there. Save the Limburger.
Oh no.
That'll just be between us, and we'll see who else watches this. Just by saying that's our little saying.
Aaron, I
Save the
object
Limburger.
to Lindberger. I object.
I object.
I object to your objection to Limburger.
I have the law degree. Stand down.
Hey,
Here we go.
I was
Look at
asked
the
by
chat.
a lawyer. I was asked by a criminal defense attorney to stand in the
Look at
courtroom
the chat.
as his
Save the limb booger.
Booger. There you go.
Limb
Save
booger.
the limb booger.
Hey,
That works.
hey. Don't be
I
a
like
hater of
that.
the Limburger, man. Embrace it.
Aaron, you're alone. you're
That's
alone.
all right. That's all
We'll
right.
have to start a Limburger Island.
Oh, there
Hell,
you
that's what I'm
go.
saying.
That's a good idea.
I don't really know what that's about, really. I never really caught on all that.
You
but
know how
I'm
they
down.
have all the islands and they put up their cash app and they get money
Yeah, like Turtle Island
like
and all that,
I
Clown
was
Island.
put on
We-
Clown Island by
we
rap,
go-
but I escaped and
We'll
went
go
to my
around and
house in Jamaica.
we'll go around YouTube and see what creators get caught touching their nose.
Oh my God, on Lindberger Island.
Hell,
That
yeah.
is
I'm down.
hilarious.
I'm down. Y'all got wrenches and shit, so you guys can do it. We can do it. Let's do it. I'm down.
I'm stoned.
I'd rather
So
be on a
that's
garbage
my-
pile of garbage than I would on Limburger.
That's
Hey,
my defense. I've been
hey,
smoking.
Hey, I thought it was established already that there will be no abusing cheese on my channel.
No abusing. You got to put a scroll on the bottom. There will be no cheese harmed during this live.
Yeah.
There you go.
No drama with the cheese.
Right? Don't mess with the cheese.
Trigger warning.
Don't
Yeah.
touch the
No
cheese.
Limburgers allowed in chat.
Hey, now.
Did you ever hear of the Lindberger disaster? Like, that should give you a clue.
Well, that's because that was a disaster. But if you ever ate Limburger cheese, that shit's the bomb.
Yeah, that's an even bigger disaster.
Cash App. No Cash App, no Limburger.
Oh, that's it. That's it, Char. I'm gonna kill you.
All right, save the Limburger.
No,
Oh my God!
No
There's
Cash
a whole new
Apps.
thing.
no Cash Apps for Limburgers.
Oh my God! They're gonna think we're insane. Well, that's
all right,
okay.
because
We
probably
are.
are.
Yeah, you know. I mean, there's no denying it.
I mean, I'm like heavily medicated most of the time, so like I got prescriptions to back that accusation.
Oh, you just
Oh my
reminded me to
God.
take my gastro medicine. Oh,
I just took my pills for the night. Like, I wait till I start falling forward.
Yeah, I just went and took my vitamins T, H, and C.
I'm on so many medications. It's not even funny.
You know, when I started out my whole mental health
Yeah.
issues.
the Limburger knows.
The Limburger
Limburger
nose.
Nose Island.
I'm
Limburger
gonna
Nose
punch
Island.
you out, Char. The Limburger
Limburger
nose.
Nose Island.
Was that like the nose, but the Limburger nose?
Watch Melissa tomorrow be in chat all over with Limburger picture on her.
Oh, you know,
Oh no, Char! What did
you
you
know,
just do to me?
I'm bringing the fucking Limburger with me straight up tomorrow.
Just
Whenever
to
it was-
FYI,
Oh.
it's in a silver rectangular. It's very
Char
expensive.
just killed me.
Yes,
Yeah.
very expensive.
Very
cheese.
expensive.
Very expensive cheese.
When you go to
at least
Amish
some
country-
expensive stinky cheese.
When you go to Amish country and you pass that shit in the fridge, oh my God! And you ask them to cut it homemade, whoo, baby.
Oh,
Dude, you know,
that
I've
is
never like
funny.
I'm salivating. My mouth is salivating like a motherfucker right now.
That
Like
just made
thinking
my
about
stomach
getting a fresh
like
chunk, like
turn.
an actual fresh fucking Amish chunk of fucking Limburger. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh,
That's like I'm literally having a hard time not drooling out the side of my mouth right now.
oh
Like,
God!
Look, I
Like, I'm
think you
serious,
made
that's like the dream
Outlaw
come true.
pass out. He hasn't
like,
said
I'm
a
like-
word. Like, is he is he with
Outlaw
us?
went to go look for a clothespin.
I'm
He's
here.
hiding in his trailer.
He's Googling Limburger so he can put all the cheese in the trucker's pipes.
Oh my!
You know what? I will
God.
dox the fuck out of myself all you want. If you want to send me all the Limburger
Oh my
cheese you want, I will give you my
God.
address. I will give you my zip code. I will tell you what time I'm home, what time I will all Limburger
Melissa.
right here.
Go get him one and then keep it till it turns moldy.
Oh my God!
Yes, and then I can scrape it off right before I eat it.
Oh, he likes moldy Limburger. Booger.
Oh,
Dude, I'm telling you, you guys don't know what you're missing, man. Like
that's
it might-
antibiotics.
once you get it past that first of your,
Oh,
you
I'm gonna be
will
sick.
you will never taste a more
I know my ex-client, I'm telling you, that was his favorite, and he would sit there and
Oh,
eat the
dude, it
whole
melts
thing.
like it melts
At
it
one
melts
time.
your entire existence. in
He
cheese.
loved it, and I could smell his
He'd have
breath.
to go eat it in another house where
Yeah, I know it.
smell
His wife literally, his wife literally would be like, no, go to another room.
go to the
Like,
garage.
Yeah,
or
my-
She
something.
wouldn't
My wife
cut it
is on my
open
back
for
back.
him. Nothing. Neither would
Go
I.
vent that shit.
But you could smell his breath
Ew.
literally from the next room. It's disgusting.
That's a good fucking cheese, man. Like
All
I'm
right,
getting
Aaron.
like all excited like a kid
We
like a kid at
support
Christmas,
you.
you know what I mean?
We
Or a
support
candy
you,
store.
Aaron.
Huh?
We support you.
We got to
I'm
cash
telling you,
app
I'm
him
telling you.
some
But we-
Lindbergher money.
But we still don't support the Limburgers.
No, we
That's
got to
right.
get
No.
him some Limburger money.
Hey, or just fuck the money, just send the Limburger.
I'm not going to no store to buy that shit.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna be the
hey,
one to put.
hey,
I'm not putting the cash app up.
I bet you they
Not for the Limburger.
Not for the
I bet you they,
Limburger. I refuse.
I bet you they sell a good Limburger on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, they have that Greenwise store.
Yeah, they won't. they don't
Or
deliver
Trader
for my area.
Joe's.
Amazon
I bet you
food.
they delivered to my area.
Oh, I get everything delivered. I haven't left my house in months.
My daughter does too, but I don't get the Amazon Fresh. The fresh stuff, the meats and the
Oh
fresh
no, I
Yeah,
veggies.
get
yeah,
from
neither do I. But
Publix,
I would get some Amazon
Aldi,
hamburger.
Walmart,
No,
Chewy.
I'm talking about Amazon. Amazon has a fresh where it gets you the meats and the.
Yeah, but not the food part isn't available in my area.
It's not in mine either, but it is in my daughter's.
I mean,
That's
I don't
crazy.
understand why this is like one of the biggest places to be, and you're gonna
Right.
tell me you don't have a Greenwise here?
Okay,
Which
you
it's
guys
just
all know. You guys all know I live in Ohio, right?
Well, I do
Did
now.
No,
you?
I actually
Okay.
never
Yeah,
knew.
yeah. Did you? So I live in Pennsylvania too, and Tennessee, but Ohio is my home base town. Okay, so that's a joke. Um, so Mike DeWine is our governor. He's been our governor for I don't know how many years. He's great. He's awesome. He's never had any issues with nobody. Did you hear that News Nation? This happened today, I believe. News Nation's one of their news anchors came to one of Mike DeWine's pressers and got arrested.
No.
Yes,
Really?
it
For
had
what?
it had nothing to do with Mike DeWine because one of the officers that was there asked the News Nation guy. He's a known news anchor guy, but I cannot think of his name. I went to try to post it on my community tab, but I missed it. But it's under News Nation. You have to
What did
watch.
he do?
Okay, he didn't do nothing. And Mike DeWine came out and did a another press thing and said that he did not do anything. That Mike DeWine always, during any of his press conferences, welcomed news. And he always has. It was one of like the officers of the town that he was in is what made it a big deal. He approached the news anchor guy and asked him to stop filming. And
Yep.
the guy didn't. And so they arrested him.
Well, he has a constitutional right to film.
Exactly. And Governor DeWine has never ever, because I watch Governor DeWine all the time. He's awesome. He's like the best, and I do vote for him. And I just did vote for him this
Wait a
last
minute. Wait a
time.
minute. I did find it on the
Okay,
headline. It said
now News
it's like
Nation has a couple videos. Now you have to make sure you get the video where Governor DeWine is saying that he apologizes to this news anchor and that he always accepts reporters, which is true, 100% true. No one from Governor DeWine's office told that guy to quit reporting.
So what was the brouhaha? Just a cop having a bad day?
Yep.
Figures.
And when I seen that today, I was like, no, because News Nation is one of my favorites. I don't like Chris Cuomo. He's a bad guy.
I used to, and then I found out his little fingers were as dirty as his brother.
Yep.
And that. Nope.
I'm right with you.
I loved the Cuomos, loved and adored them from
It all comes out.
And their father was governor.
Yep, it all comes out.
Wait a minute, I'm going to read part of it. It says, as Lambert of an anchor of News Nation was being placed in the back of the squad car, he said it was dull to do your job as American in 2023, and we'll keep doing it.
Okay,
that doesn't look good for them.
Yeah,
that's not a good look.
That has nothing to do with what happened inside. What you just read.
But it had to do with the
Governor DeWine is investigating the police officers.
Yeah, but it had to do about with the train derailment, and there was a couple other things that Dwayne was.
That's what the press conference was about.
Yep.
That's
I'm
what the press
stuck with
conference.
DeSantis, so
That's the press conference was about the train derailment and things like that. Yes, it was. But what I'm saying is the reporter was at no wrong, and Mike DeWine knows that.
Yeah. He
So
did no wrong.
I just want everybody to know, don't bash Ohio and don't bash Mike DeWine because he's
well,
investigating.
no. How are you
and-
gonna blame him for one cop's actions?
Well, you know how news goes.
Oh, people need to
You know
grow
how
up.
people twist it. There was the cops that was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Well, unless he personally arrested him, leave him alone.
Exactly.
But way it's stating that the cop was in the wrong. He went a little
Oh
above-
yeah.
went a little far, and he was trying to push the law.
People
Exactly.
are power hungry these days. I mean, look at people just to get stupid wrenches in people's
Mhm.
channels. People,
Yeah.
they're imaginary. You just turn blue.
Yep.
Like, it's not there for your personal pet. Like, when somebody like even Rose the other day because of Nicolina, she just took everybody's wrenches away, but we don't use them.
Oh, I wasn't
We
in there.
just drop links.
Oh,
That's
there's a
all
couple
we do
times that
with
I needed
Rose.
to use them. Aaron,
So
I
she
need to
took them all.
Aaron, I need to address this with you. I got a
Yeah.
screenshot. I wanted to use this in Rose's chat that day, and I felt that I needed to because she was not looking at her chat at all. She wasn't doing anything. That P-bomb that you had, remember I sent you the screenshot of the
Yes.
guy?
Yep.
He was in Rose's chat.
I'd have
And
done the same thing.
huh?
I would have blocked him myself.
Yeah.
No, I asked Rose. No, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, Rose won't
Rose
let you.
will probably, I don't know if she would, but she would probably ban me or block me from
Well,
the channel.
she only mods
But-
Catelyn
and-
again.
Yeah, so anyways, Aaron, I clicked on this guy's channel and his same face and everything that I sent you
Mhm.
was in one of his videos. So that's how I know it was him. And I
Very
said, Rose, Rose, you need to block this guy, this channel. And I got Stepper's attention. I got Catelyn's attention, but Catelyn acted like she didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. That's good. Like, I'll get that. You know what I mean? I'll get that motherfucker.
But I don't know if
I'm on.
I don't know if
Spanish shut down. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
Right,
she
so-
took all the wrenches away again, and only Catelyn gets wrenched.
yeah, so I don't know if Rose ended up blocking that channel or not.
I don't
Who
think
knows?
so. I don't think she was paying attention. I think she was off on something on it.
But
Yeah.
I honestly, I love Rose to death, but she needs to believe that there's a lot of people, I'm going to say it, and I have not said this before, like me, that has been around to a lot of channels and moderate for a lot of channels. Right now, I have 9 channels. I know who's out there and what's what.
We all do. All you have to do is watch the chats.
But she only
she
wants-
likes to be
she
in control of it.
no.
And
She
right.
only will ask Catelyn. She
Yep.
only gives her permission.
Like, the very first time Rose gave me.
But I'm not blaming her. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The very first time Rose gave me a wrench, like, you know how they'll drop the porn bombs in the chat itself, but not on the stream. The porn bots or whatever the hell they're called. So one of them popped up and I blocked it. Boy, I tell you what, I was like, okay. She took that wrench away. I was like, cool. Like,
Yeah,
I just,
she likes to control her
Like,
channel, period.
Yeah.
And she
And
used to do great
Not
at
gonna
it.
change.
She used to do great at it. She really did. And it was comedy. I loved it.
Yeah.
But something has happened.
She's,
You know?
Nick is in there, and all of them are sneaking
Raps in
back
there, and there's quite a few others that do come in as well. I watched.
I don't know who this blue solo cup is that likes to curse me out every day, but
Oh yeah.
today I completely ignored him.
He has several accounts. He's got blue solo cup, red solo cup, and he's got many others.
I don't
Yeah,
know, but he hates my guts.
Yeah, I just don't like the fighting. I don't like the drama when I know what somebody's been through in their life. I just try to stop it, and I hate it.
No, I just ignored him. No matter what he said, I just
You know, I focus on the creator.
moving on.
I focus on the creator. I focus on what they're trying to get their message out. Just focus on them, be there for them, ignore the fuckers.
Yep. You know, I have
Can you hear me?
yeah, you're kind of choppy.
Whoa. What the hell was
Staticky.
that? Hello?
Staticky. Yeah, you might have to drop down and come back up. Or Aaron, mute her.
Aaron, you have to kick me. It won't let me drop down.
Okay, I'll kick you in. You come right back up, sweetie.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That was a technical issue there.
Yeah, that was. She had a little bit of an issue earlier too, didn't she? There, Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the previous stream earlier today.
Yeah.
I watched the replay.
Yeah, it was just me, Outlaw, and Rock and Robin for quite some time. It was cool. Like I'm like this chat tonight, this live stream is probably one of my favorite ones I've been a part of.
Oh,
so
that's great.
So
cooking
yeah, at
is
least
good.
you got to share your soup with us.
Yeah, cooking is
good.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ladies first, man.
No, go ahead.
Nope, I insist. Ladies first.
Cooking is great for your soul and you know, keeps things off your mind and
it's very therapeutic for me for sure.
Mhm.
I love cooking.
Yeah, everybody has their own, you know, go-tos, you know. I like to color, I like to drive. When I'm out driving different clients' house, man, I turn my music up and
Yeah.
in the summertime I open up my what do you call that thing? Sunroof and you know, take rides to the lake and
yeah, this summer is gonna be a lot different for my family. We before we got this apartment that we're in right now, my wife and I, my son, my daughter, we were homeless for 3 years, and like legitimately homeless.
Yep.
And before we got this apartment, we were homeless, and I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that for a second.
it's okay.
You're all right.
But babe, remind me what were we saying, babe? What were we just talking about, you guys?
Like everybody has their own go-to and like I was saying how in the summer we're talking about what we're going to do in the summer.
Oh, right. Okay. So financially, you know, when you're homeless, money isn't really all that accessible. So we have never really been on any kind of family vacation. We've done a couple weekend campouts with my mom and dad, usually on Memorial Day weekend. But with my wife getting paid to be my caregiver now, this summer is going to be a whole new page in my family's history. So you know, it's really pathetic. I live in Idaho, and I've never been to Yellowstone National Park.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yes. Have you been to the? I take it both of you have been there.
No.
I've been there, and I drove through it.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
A little bit far for you to go.
Nope.
Well, I live less than 100. I live less than 100 miles away from the place, and it's, you know.
They also got several camping sites up there and everything.
Yes, and they got really big fish. They got really big
Yep.
fish. So,
You can see the white trout and everything up there.
oh yeah. But you know, just you bringing up summer. I'm not the biggest fan of summer because I really don't like the heat, and I'm a snow guy. So, um, I can honestly say for the first time in 12 years, I'm looking forward to this summer with my kids.
Well, good.
So,
If you
Well,
want
good.
to beat the heat and all that, Aaron, go into around mid spring and to late spring where it's not real hot and all that, where it's comfortable and all that.
Ooh,
oh
fall
yeah,
time
like
too.
what's that?
Fall time too, where you do like the
Oh yeah,
bonfires and the roasting marshmallows
oh
and
yeah,
hay
oh yeah.
rides and
Yep, indeed. Like I'm gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna lie, because I legitimately hate the heat. Like
oh
it's like
yeah,
the heat and chocolate, canned chocolate. It's like me and heat.
Yeah,
So
right.
but that's
I
the
hate
reason
it.
why I'm saying playing it right there about mid spring and or late spring and before the heat comes out, and you'll be fine.
Aaron,
But go ahead.
um, I'm not trying to be nosy, but how
You're
long
fine.
has it been since you've hated the heat?
Um, shit, probably a good 20 years, man.
Oh, okay. Because I've noticed, ever since I've been diagnosed with my heart condition, I have not been able to take the heat, and I've always been, you know, well, of course, everybody knows, Hispanics love the hot heat. We can, long sleeves, jeans in the 100 and some degree weather. Um, that's a joke. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I get it.
I used to lay out, like 4 years ago, I would lay out, my bikini, 99-degree weather for hours, no problem. But I can't do it anymore. I can't stand it. Um, so, but and I have been told by my cardiologist, I have to limit my time in the sun. So,
You know what,
um,
though? You mentioned that heart condition, right? Now,
yes,
I'm 43.
yes,
I had, and I'm not
we're
gonna
about the
say,
same age.
I'm not gonna say, anyway, I'm 43. I had a heart attack when I was 27. So,
Okay.
to be honest with you, it was probably right around the time I had that fucking heart attack that I started hating the heat.
Oh wow.
To be honest with you. So that's what, 27, 37, 43, 16 years, 17 years.
Okay.
So yeah, right. I was, that's probably
Did
right around what time it was. Cause
did
I used to be all outdoors all the time. Like
yeah.
some of the best fishing ever done is in the summertime. You know what I mean? If you know
Oh,
where you're
see,
fishing at and
yeah.
shit. So,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
Mm,
and it's hard to play rugby in the snow and shit. You know what I mean? So like, I was always active and shit. And then last 16, 17 years since I had a heart attack, man.
yeah. Now, did they put you on any medication after that, or was it just something that, you know, God had it, God had it happen? 'Cause
I didn't even go to the hospital, to tell you the truth.
okay.
I was changing a tire with my dad, and the next thing I know, I'm laying on the ground, and my dad's sitting there pumping on my chest, saying, "What the fuck?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, like, I didn't really believe in doctors and shit at that time. You know what I mean? I didn't really think they were necessary.
Yeah.
Kind of stupid, but it is what it is.
It's not stupid. I know a lot of men like that. That's not stupid at all.
So,
And there's a lot of men I take care of that they're in the situation they're in because of that. I mean, I'm not trying to
see,
laugh at you by no
no, no,
means.
you're fine.
I'm just saying
Absolutely.
you're not stupid for being that way at all.
Yeah. See now, um, I know that something weird just happened on my laptop. What the fuck was that about? Anyway,
Okay.
that was weird. Hi, Warrior Nun. So, sorry, I got scatterbrained again. What was we talking about?
Just shooting the shit.
You saying don't feel bad for feeling that way.
Oh, but anyway, like I'm sure, I'm not. I mean, I'm not stupid, and I don't ever take. You don't have to say, I'm not laughing at you, Aaron, because I even if
Yeah.
you were, I'd probably laugh back. You know what I mean? Because I mean, what the hell? But I just know you're not like that, so I don't take
Right.
offense from from anybody, any one of
Yeah.
my friends in my community. So, like I know for a fact that a lot of people when I'm gone or in their own little personal worlds, they give me shit about not having teeth. Right now, see, there's a specific reason why I don't have teeth, and it's not what people think. Even though yes, I am a recovering drug addict. No, I did not smoke my teeth, as I have heard people say, and that's okay. Make your assumptions because assholes are like assumptions. Everybody's got
Yep.
one, so
Yep.
assume away. But here's what happened. Why I don't have teeth. I was born in 1979. In 1979, there was no medical card coverage for poor children. So I didn't get no dental. I seen a dentist one time growing up as a kid. Um, uh, as I got older, still didn't see a dentist. My parents couldn't afford it, so I just survived. I had really bad crooked front teeth. Like one tooth was like 70% twisted sideways, and it got to the point 7 years ago or 6 years ago that I had 7 teeth, massive. Like I pulled my own wisdom teeth. I pulled 2 of my own wisdom teeth just to avoid the dentist. Okay, so I had 7 teeth legitimately fucking killing me all at one time. Like I was on the verge of ripping my fucking head off. Okay. So I broke down and set a dentist appointment. I go in the night before. I tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, these 3 teeth that I'm going to have, these 3 teeth that they're going to pull here in front, I'm really worried about them. Like I'm really worried about him. My dad's like, no, you should be all right. He's a good dentist and whatever and whatnot. So I go into the dentist office, and in 45 minutes, he had 2 teeth extracted in the first 5 minutes, and the next 45 minutes he spent trying to get one tooth out. And right at the very end, my neck was getting so sore from holding my head still and him just cranking on this fucking tooth that I started moving my head. He'd twist it one way and I'd move with his twist, so my neck wasn't getting all cramped up. And he stops and he goes, no, I need you to resist my pressure. So I get my head, I stiffen up my neck, I'm not fucking moving, you know what I mean? Just doing what I'm told. And about 2 minutes later, I felt a twist and I heard a snap. And all the dentist said under his breath was, oh, fuck. So he takes the forceps out of my mouth and he pulls them straight down like this so I couldn't see him. He stands up, turns his back to me, hands my tooth and my top 40% of my top jaw and 40% of my nasal cavity still attached to this tooth to the nurse and says, get him to a specialist immediately. And that's all he ever said to me. So I get in to see a specialist the next day. I go through 2 surgeries. The first nasal cavity surgery, my body rejected it, which is common. The second one, my body rejected it because I got a massive infection. So the doctor the nose specialist put me on this antibiotic, and literally my wife did the research on it, and they gave this antibiotic, or they give this antibiotic to people who have had exposure to anthrax. Not the band, the fucking chemical anthrax. Okay? Legitimately. So I go in after taking this medication, this antibiotic, for about a week because my ears were just 24 hours a day. I could barely move. I was sick. I couldn't hold down food. This antibiotic was literally killing me. So I thought. I go in to the specialist to say, hey, look, this antibiotic's fucking killing me. You need to give me something else. He's like, we can't, because that's the last one we have. Because you have contacted MRSA inside your fucking skull. So after the third surgery and the MRSA was cleared up, now when the infection first started, that doctor failed to tell me that I had MRSA. Okay, like for 2 weeks, I had some of the most foulest stench, worse than Limburger stench in my nose, and the most god awful taste of, like, all I could say was I could imagine what rotten flesh tasted like, because 75% of the inside of my fucking skull, 95% of my jaws, tops and bottom, were all infected with MRSA. So, in order to never have to fucking deal with that again, mind you, I've been to a dentist one time in my life, and he destroyed my fucking life. So, for all you people out there that want to think that I smoked my fucking teeth, that's not what happened, okay? So, that's legitimately why I have no teeth. Now, the whole shitty thing about that is I do have dentures, but I can't wear them because of the MRSA, I have no gum line, no jawbone left for my dentures to hold on to. And sorry, I don't get paid thousands of fucking dollars to put one tooth in my skull as a implant, because an implant costs $3,500 a piece. So that's why this guy is a gummer. Just so you know. And the main reason why I don't have teeth is because I was born without them. So
there you go. I was waiting for that one.
Yeah, we was born without them, and we were gonna go out without them. So what makes a difference?
Good job,
there you
Aaron.
go. You know. So
hey, I have to disagree with you on one thing that you said.
What's that, sweetie?
I don't believe that the smell was worse than Limburger. Just saying.
Oh, hands down. Woo! Hands down. Hands down. Like,
if Warrior Nun is in chat, she says hi to your wife, Outlaw. And I want to ask Warrior Nun, do you like Limburger cheese?
hey, hashtag Limburger Island.
Hashtag.
Hell yeah.
We're just
I'm gonna go change my Cash App account name from what it is right now to Limburger Island.
Hey, what happened, Melissa?
I don't know where she went.
Hey, did she ever say who swatted her?
And she didn't either. You didn't get a chance to ask her. I think we probably pretty much know who did.
Yeah.
Warrior Nun, Limburger cheese is the bombest cheese in the goddamn world. I don't care what anybody says. Like, there's no bashing cheese in this channel. You can bash anybody you want, but not Limburger cheese.
No Cash App. No cheese.
That's right.
I'd rather use that for fish baiting. I would eat it.
Oh, that's sacrilegious. That's cheese abuse, and it's not allowed on my channel. We object to cheese abuse.
You should be running a banner down below.
I
Limburger
don't know how to do
fans.
all that shit. I don't know how to do all that.
Limburger. What is that? Limburger only fans. Oh my gosh.
Oy.
I've
Yes,
laughed so
indeed.
much and my throat hurts.
And it is 8:16, you guys, you amazing people. I am going to get off here. I'm going to eat some potato soup. And I'll be back tomorrow, you guys.
I'm glad I caught another live. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, anytime. Anytime.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna jump down.
okay, sounds good. Thanks, Charles Webbing.
Welcome.
Outlaw Trucker, pleasure's always mine, sir. I tip my hat to you. You are an awesome person. And keep doing what you're doing because you will make a difference in this world as well, brother.
Oh yeah, it takes one person at a time to change it.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. So thanks for the support, Ella. I'm gonna
Problem
jump
anytime.
in. All right, man. I'll be in touch, brother.
I might go live later, but who knows?
All right. Well, if you do, I'll probably be there.
All right, later.
Later, man. With that being said, I want to say thank you for everybody that came in here. That's right. Save the good cheese, that good Limburger cheese for me, please. Each and every one of you guys, I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You guys just watching the video, clicking that like, coming in the chat, saying hi. The support is really humbling. It helps me grow and progress. It helps give me strength to continue doing this, as it's not easy as a lot of people would think. Most importantly, stay safe. Keep your children safe. If our children are our future, and our future is in the hands of our children, how necessary do you think it is to keep the most important pieces of your chess game safe for your future, for their future, for every child's future? Again, this is Get to Know. I love all you guys. I really do. Keep your heads up. Stay positive. It gets better. Fight the good fight. I probably heard that somewhere else, but I'm not trying to quote anybody there. Fight the good fight, because at the end of the road, there is an innocent child that's depending on somebody to speak up and help them when they need it. Keep your children safe. Keep yourself safe. This is Get to Know. All children are safe, happy, healthy on this planet. Love you, Team Rose. Charles Webbing, Outlaw Trucker, Warrior Nun, woo woo, Rockin' Robin, Sweet Melissa, everybody, every single time you guys come in here, help build me. And for that, I will always be in your debt. Have a good night, everybody. Remember, one child is one too many, everybody. One child is one too many.